Hi, my name is Wanda Sykes, and I feel indifferent about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Hello and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined by my good friends, and I'm going to put that in quotation marks.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry, your employees. Sona Movsesian, good to see you, Sona.
Good to see you too.
And you would be David Hopping, I believe.
am, yeah, that's correct.
Thanks for being here, David.
thanks.
Sitting in for Matt Gourley on paternity leave. And Sona, I'm told that you had kind of an exciting moment recently. You went to...
Exciting moment.
Well, you went to Disneyland, yes?
Can I say, I have been to Disneyland so many times. I've never seen anyone dressed up like Geppetto walking around.
Right.
And you do this bit about my dad.
Your dad has a big mustache, and he looks kind of...
It's a normal mustache.
He's a white-haired gentleman with a white mustache, and he always has reminded me a little bit of Geppetto, and I used to do a long riff about how he carved your brother.
Yes.
And, well, we had some good times, meaning I was laughing and you were staring at me angrily.
Yeah.
But I had a good time, and that's called
Well, you also got into like, oh, Danny, my real boy. You're going to be my real boy. You're shortening it now.
Well, Danny wanted to be a real boy.
Yeah, Danny wanted to be a real boy.
Yeah, he carved a puppet, and Danny wanted to be a real boy, and he was swallowed by a whale.
Okay.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But you had this moment, you sent me this picture that blew my mind.
Yeah.
You went to Disneyland.
Oh, there it is.
And tell the tale. Tell the tale.
Well, Geppetto is just walking around. I don't know.
And you've never seen a Geppetto before.
I've never seen a Geppetto walking around.
Because it's not a character. There's Goofy. Oh, there's Mickey. Oh, there are some of the princesses from some of the newer movies.
Yes.
Iconic figures. Geppetto.
I
Geppetto
know.
is a tradesman. Geppetto is a woodworker. He's got and so I've never seen a Geppetto. Do you see Geppetto much?
I actually haven't.
David,
and I live there.
David practically lives at Disneyland. You never see Geppetto. You're walking and you run smack into Geppetto.
Yes.
And what do you have to do?
I like immediately, shockingly, there was no line to go meet Geppetto.
Oh,
wow.
No one wanted to hang out with the old Italian man who is a day laborer.
I know. I'm like, Anna and Ilsa are walking around, Moana's walking around, and then they have Geppetto, and no one cares about.
No, of course. No one. He actually, when he walks into the park, they put him out when they want to get people out.
Yes.
When it's time to close the park, they say, release Geppetto. And he says, I make it the puppet. I make it the puppet. And people just go streaming out of the park. Yeah, they do. And then, wow, we closed right at 6. Closed
Jesus.
Early, yeah.
So I ran right up to him, and
And he's never had anyone do that.
Yeah.
Was he curious as to why you were happy to see him?
No, I think I was like, Geppetto! And nobody else was saying that.
Yeah.
And then I went up to him and I asked if I could take a picture. And I put my arm in, like I interlocked my arm around
so
his.
happy in this picture.
I'm so happy. And this is the worst thing that I did. And I sent it to you and
you
a few
said,
other people.
This is me hanging with my dad at Disneyland. I was so delighted because it proved to me that my riff is actually a pretty good one. This is what your dad looks like to me. I'm telling you, it does. It does. This is what your dad looks like to me.
That's not what my dad looks.
He looks a lot like that guy. He just doesn't have the glasses on the tip of his nose.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what your dad looks like to me.
Well, and then also, I mean,
because my eyes turn everyone into a cartoon character. That's what your dad looks like to me.
So we cut him out of this picture, but Mikey ran in with me, even though Mikey had absolutely no idea who this was.
And probably
he just saw
frightened.
Big fuzzy man.
Yeah, well, he just saw this big...
Frightened.
Well, Geppetto, look at that guy. That's not something a kid goes, yay! Yay!
He just thought it was his grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I mean,
know.
He's a guy who's probably being driven out of business.
No.
Yeah, because they're making puppets in China now that are much cheaper.
Yeah.
So Geppetto is a beleaguered figure now.
And the tariffs are making his material really expensive.
Tariffs are totally fucking over Geppetto. And Geppetto's like, what did I do? This isn't good. And then he goes to the store and there's tons of cheap puppets flooding the market that are from other countries, you know?
Anyway, I hate...
You hate what? Don't hate your father.
No,
Don't
I love
ever
my
hate
dad.
your father. I love your father.
My dad.
Why did you say you hate your father?
I said I hate it when I play into your bits. And, as soon as I sent that text, I was like, why am I calling my dad Geppetto?
You kind of threw your dad under the bus.
I did. And I'm sorry to Gil.
Well, I win.
Okay.
Because here's how I win. I got to see you link arms with Geppetto and call him your dad. And you feel badly about it. And your son is scared. I win on every level.
Oh, God.
Every single level.
Well, congratulations.
That should be your Christmas card next year. It really should.
No boys. It's just me and Geppetto from Disneyland.
Well,
all right?
Very excited today.
Mm-hmm.
My guest today is an Emmy award-winning comedian, actor, and writer who stars in the new movie Undercard. She's an absolute legend of comedy and just a delightful human being. Wanda Sykes, welcome.
But even the universe didn't want me to make it here today because my car broke down as I was leaving. It wouldn't start. So the universe was saying, "Don't do this. Why are you going? Why? Come on, man. Why even go?" Like the radio came on and music was jamming. It was like, isn't this cool? Just sitting in your driveway, listen to some Sade. Why are we leaving?
So your car has.
Then the sun broke through the clouds. It was. It's like, man, you're right.
Wow, your car has a self-esteem function.
Yeah.
Do not lower yourself.
She would rather sit in the car than be here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I want to say you killed me a couple of weeks ago. I don't know when this comes out, but you were on the Golden Globes and you destroyed me. You were so funny on the Golden Globes.
Thank you.
And you're just there and you're accepting an award for, I believe it was Ricky Gervais or
right. I was presenting for Best Comedy Special.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you said afterwards, Ricky won and you had to accept on his behalf.
Uh-huh.
And you said, I accept on behalf of God and the trans community.
Thank God. I thank God.
Thank God. And then, And did you ever hear from Ricky?
I have not.
Yeah.
I've not heard from Ricky.
That was just fantastic. But you always are, you're just.
But I would hope Ricky he got a laugh out of knowing him. I don't know him, but knowing his work, I'm sure he got a good laugh.
He'd have been happy with that.
Yeah.
Or not. We'll never know. It's a real gift to just be able to always be yourself. And when you get up, you're always Wanda Sykes 100%, and I don't know if that was something, I mean, anytime I've seen you in your career, your comedic voice is so sharp and so you, and no one else can do that. And I'm thinking, when you were first getting up doing stand-up comedy, did you have access to that? It took me a while to figure out how to be this Conan guy up there.
Right.
And I'm wondering what early you would have been like, because I know you were getting up there in the probably 86, 87, around then.
Right, 87.
Yeah.
I think we all start out like doing Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? It's like observational comedy, and that's what I was doing. It was all about just writing jokes that I thought, hey, isn't it funny when this happens or whatever? But it was never about me or it like into my persona. It was just what's on paper, the jokes. That's it.
Yeah.
It was later. In life, I guess when you get confidence and also it was when I was going through a divorce. That's when it was like, fuck it, let's go. Then it was more of me that came out, and I was like, oh, this is who I'm going to be. This is who I am, and also it's easier to just always be yourself. In a way, you could say that I'm kind of lazy. Really, I don't really, right? I'm not.
That's the moral here.
I'm lazy. Conan, let's think of it.
Hey, listen, but that's where really great stuff comes from.
Yeah, why give you something else when I was like, oh, God, I'm just doing me. I'm just gonna do me.
But it is funny how I know me early on. I was always echoing what I had grown up watching and what I loved. And so there'd be times where I'm not me yet. I'm all the things that I really loved. And then it takes a while. All that stuff just gets shed. And eventually it like gets melted down. And eventually you start to come out. But it's a process. And that's where it just really helps to get time.
Right. Did you have your like comedy outfit, like your comedy uniform? Like this is where I have to have this because I'm funny wearing this. Like I would wear hats. I would put a hat on. And I thought this is funny. This is good because if I bomb, I can blame it on the hat.
Sure.
This hat's not funny.
So if you were about to go on and you
thinking, yeah.
If you were about to go on and you couldn't find the funny hat, you'd be like, I can't go out there.
I can't go on. Keith Robinson cursed me out. Like, I mean, he just ripped me apart because when I moved away from hats, then I needed a sweater. I needed like a, not a Cosby sweater, but where people would go, "Ooh, that's a nice sweater." So Keith and I we were in Philadelphia and I was going to go to the Funny Bone and I didn't have my sweater because we went to the movies and then I thought we would go back and get my sweater and then go to the club. He's like, "No, we're going direct to the club." I said, "I can't go to the club. I don't have my sweater." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I need my sweater." He's like, "You look fine." I said, No. I got to get my comedy sweater. And when I said that, he just ripped me apart.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm not going back." And he took me to the club and I had to go on without the sweater, without the hat. And I did okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's when I was like, okay, I don't need these things.
Yeah. You know what I think my version of that was? My hair. I think that the reason I was always, when I found out in my teens that my hair was kind of springy and I could have this big shelf hanging out over the front, and I started combing it up like that and kind of rockabilly but also part game show host. And I think a lot of that was, don't look at me, look at this. Do you know what I mean? It was my hat came with me, my comedy hat. And, you look at some of the early late night shows and there are ones where this thing is coming out like 3 feet and it's going way up in the air. And you're thinking, people at home must have just been saying, "What is wrong with him? He looks like a fool."
Your hair's in everybody's shot.
Exactly. Every time I turned around, the guest, Mr. T, would get hit in the face. It's just so funny how everybody, that's this self-hating thing, which is very natural, but we don't think we're good enough, especially when you're starting out. And you think I need all this extra stuff to be able to go up there. And then later on, now I've been going to these different clubs to try out Oscar material. And I don't even know what I'm wearing. I'm just wearing a t-shirt sometimes. I'm not fixing my hair. I'm not doing anything because it took me decades to say, okay, I'll just be me. But I mean, it took a long, long time.
Yeah. But here's the other thing. Because I do the same thing. If I'm working out material, like I'm working on my next special, and I'm at the Brea Improv, I'm going to go just like this.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the audience to have expectations. Like if I put on something nice, then they're going to be like, "Oh, we're getting a real show."
Yeah.
But if I just come like this, I got a notepad and I just walked off the street.
That's why I'm doing the Oscars. I'm going to host the Oscars in a slanket.
Right.
Out there in the breaks, I just lie down. I never knew this. I mean, I was thinking about you yesterday and today, and
that's scary.
Doing my research.
That makes me very uncomfortable.
That's why your car wouldn't start.
That makes me very uncomfortable right now.
Thinking about you and where do you live?
I prefer,
where do you live?
When they said, like, "Hey, Wanda's here," out in the parking lot, then you started thinking about me. I don't like that.
No. I'm good about this stuff.
Okay.
But that your dad's was an Army colonel.
Yes.
And so you grow up, and mom a banker, so you grow up in a strict family.
Not necessarily.
That's what, I mean, that would be the
No.
cliche, I guess,
Right,
is that they'd
exactly.
be strict people.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in a strict family.
Yeah.
My dad was like a academic and scientist, and my mom's a lawyer, and strict in the sense that one of us going into comedy wasn't maybe their first choice.
Right.
But beautiful, lovely people,
Mhm.
but real good Catholics, church people. So I'm just curious if you had that experience.
Yeah, I mean, they were, Black people in the South. So there was always some type of structure, and
Mhm.
they were strict, but we had fun. They were, my dad was serious about his job, but when he got home, he'd take his uniform off and, he was dad. And also my dad hustled, man. He had side jobs and everything, That's how I fell in love with bowling, I guess, because he would on weekends clean the lanes. Yeah. So so it was strict from the, looking on the outside, but yeah, inside, yeah. They were just, like you said, a lot of values, church, all of that. So no, someone saying, "Hey, I'm going to go do comedy."
Yeah.
The question was, so what was that college I paid for? What was that about?
Yeah.
Why did we do that?
Yeah. That's natural.
And now my mother, I talked to her yesterday. It was so funny, and she said, she goes, I don't understand. Like when you went in college, why didn't you just take like performing arts? Why didn't you go in? Like, oh, so now,
Yeah.
you putting it back on me. Like I wasted, it's still going back to college. Like I wasted
What did you study?
Marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing. I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
but I was like, no science. Yep, marketing. That's me. That's it.
And then you worked with the for the NSA for a bit.
Mhm.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
And okay, here's my question, because a lot of us, before we get out in front of people and start trying to be funny, we have these jobs where you're kind of funny at work. Were you funny at the
yeah.
NSA?
I was funny at the NSA. I was funny at the NSA. I killed.
Think of the huge security
NSA.
breaches.
That's a
Yeah.
great sentence.
Think of the terrorists that
Yep.
weren't caught because you were busy joking around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're funny at work, and did you have people around you saying, "Hey, you got to get up there. You got to go
I
do."
did. Yeah, I did. But I was serious about the job, but it was, we would have a good time.
Yeah.
But I also knew it got to a point where I was like, I can't do this. This is not going to be my life, because you would see, the people who was on their way out to that retirement thing, and that one dude, he would just look at the stocks. That's all, all day. And I was like, saving America, aren't we, Stan? It's like, yeah, here we go. Saving America. That's right.
What was your big break? You're doing comedy, and then you did was it a contest you entered, or was it the Coors Light?
Coors Light Super Talent Showcase.
Yeah. Okay.
Showcase, their radio station in DC, sponsoring it. And I was like, I'll write some jokes and go audition for this
So you're
thing.
still at the NSA at this point?
Oh, yeah, I'm still at the NSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you go up, you do this, you enter,
Mhm.
and how did it feel? Did it feel right away?
It did.
Yeah.
It felt right. Like, oh, wow, okay. These people are, you get that first laugh, and it's like, oh, okay. This is, this works. Yeah, I didn't win, but I was really happy with the way it went, and it felt like I belong here. And Andy Evans, he was the MC, and he was like, "Where did you come from? I haven't seen you in the comedy clubs or anything." I was like, "Yeah, I haven't been to a comedy club."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay," he just became my mentor. He would show me around comedy clubs and would work with me on material and stuff. So yeah, and everything just felt right.
And then I know that
I bombed silly the next time.
Right, right, which is classic.
Like
which is classic.
Like people turned their chairs around. It
my
was.
God.
And they were bolted to the floor.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like, I gotta get up.
You can just get up and turn around. No.
Fam, you could just leave. No, I gotta make a real statement.
When did you start opening for Chris Rock? Is that right? Is that maybe you do it for a while and then you was that a bit of a level up for you?
Yeah. By that time I left the NSA and was living in Jersey, I guess, to be closer to New York. And I opened for Chris Rock when he was about to do Bring the Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big come up for me, I guess, because he remembered me when he got his talk show.
Yeah.
And
Chris Rock show.
So, yeah, and asked me to submit some writing samples.
Yeah, so you were a writer on the Chris Rock show, which was great, and then you guys win the Emmy, which is still very bitter for me because I know we were nominated, and then Chris gets up and says, "Well, I think Conan should have got this," and I wanted to stand up and say, "Then why can't I have it?"
Oh my God!
But
and when Chris said that, we all went, "Shut up, Chris!
Shut up, Chris!" But if you can't be bitter when the Chris Rock show wins. You just can't be. It was so great, and so that
not
must
if you want to win that NAACP Image Award, you can't. That would slip right through your fingers too, didn't it?
I was so close, but I stood up in the audience and I said, "Why?
Oh, God.
Why?" And then I think I said on camera, "When will the white man get a break?"
Oh, no.
Which was a mistake.
Yeah.
Remember that? And then you were like, "Conan," and I'm like, "You're right."
That Conan.
That was a bad idea.
It's been thousands of years. When is it our turn?
Oh, wow.
No.
But anyway,
you
people are now looking, did I really say that? No. What did you learn working in a writer's room?
With AI, I can make it look like you did.
Do it.
When did you, because I always think, I don't know if you had the same experience, but once I got into a writer's room, I felt like I had been a fish that had been flopping around in the desert for the first, 20-something years of my life, and then someone put me into a pond. That's what it felt like to me. Did you feel that way about being in a writer's room?
You know what? I was the only female writer, and the guys that I was with, they were so supportive. So I kind of just felt like I was at home. They actually, who was a really big help, because I would write things, and they were just like these long monologues, and Louis C.K. He was on the show, and he looked at my stuff. He goes, "Wanda, you have a lot of jokes," and he knew me as from stand up.
Right.
He goes, he said, "Instead of writing these long rants," he said, "look at the newspaper and just write a joke on an article. That's all." He said, "This is what this is." He says, "And then if you got a sketch bit, do that." Okay, great. And then every week I was just getting jokes in, because you show up and you think, "Oh, I'm writing for Chris Rock, so I need to write this big long monologue." You don't think that it's just
kind of a rant,
throwaway jokes. Yeah.
I need to write like this thing that goes on for a couple of pages.
Right. So he then once I got it, I'm like, okay, I can follow directions. I got it.
What's a real discipline too, because on Saturday Night Live they used to say, we do all our weird sketches in the week, and then on Saturday they would say, come in the morning and write Weekend Update jokes. And just to supplement, whatever Herb Sargent and whoever was at the update desk was doing at the time, it was Dennis Miller, I think. And you'd sit there and you'd just be going through the news, and I started to learn, right, this is something I hadn't really done before. But I see the game, there's a game to this, and you just got to try and figure it out. But it was a great discipline. And so you do that, and then what happens after you're done with the Chris Rock show? What was the next step?
Steve Martin had a show, the Downer Channel. And I had a meeting with him, and I'm like, it's Steve Martin. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And when he pitched me the idea of the show, I was like, oh God, this is awful. This is going to be awful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if I'm right for this. But I'm like, but it's Steve Martin. So I was like, yes. And we did the Downer Channel. And then from there, I forgot what happened after that.
You lost a whole 15 years. It says here you were in a coma for a while.
I think I worked on my hour.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I went back to stand up and I was working on my hour, and that's when I think Tongue Untied probably came out.
That process of getting an hour, I don't think people realize, because now the way entertainment works, and streaming, the minute someone has an hour, sometimes even before they really have an hour.
Before they have an hour,
when they have 20 minutes, they need to come out with their hour special. And the minute it comes out, people can say, that was great, where's the next one?
Right.
And it used to be, if you think about the history of this whole thing, people would develop vaudeville. They'd develop their hour and do it for 40 years.
Yes.
And now that was great.
Yeah.
And so it's like a band that has their first album and it's everything they've been playing all those years. And people are like, that's fantastic. We need the next album in 6 months.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
they're like, huh? I can't. So that's a huge achievement to get that first hour.
Yeah. And I take at least 3 years. I think 3 years is the shortest time that I've turned around and did another hour. I usually take at least 4 or 5 years. You tour with it. You gotta, when it's special. I mean, sometimes there's hours and then it's special. And I remember when I shot my first hour, the advice Chris Rock gave me, he said, make sure it's special. Don't go up there and do a set, do a special. Like, okay, all right. Well, and then, thinking about it, it's like, okay, now I get what he was saying. Because, you can watch some stuff and you go, okay, that was an hour.
Yeah. It was an hour. You legally met the requirement.
Yes, exactly. Great job. It clocked in.
Here is your certificate. In. Yeah.
Clocked in.
You have had this really great career where stand-up's your first love.
I mean,
and
until now.
Until
things
terrific.
Were going great.
But what are you talking about?
Till I got here.
Oh, this. Oh. Look, present dip accepted.
This is a low point.
I gotta bounce back from this.
When people do the podcast, I can see them often texting their agent while I'm talking to them. And it's usually what happened.
Yeah.
Or we need to talk.
It's time for a comeback special after this.
Special. Everyone does their comeback special after the Conan podcast.
So about that Dancing with the Stars.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. Obviously, you have such a strong, undeniably unique comedic voice, and I can tell, like, you with Larry is just, if someone, long before you did it, if someone had just said Wanda and Larry, I'd have been like, oh yeah, that has to happen. Is that how you felt when that came about?
I big fan of the show.
Yeah.
And I knew that one of the producers on the show, and she said, oh, we got to get you on there. And I'm like, okay, I would love to. I said, but look, I can't audition. I said, I'm horrible at, in the audition process. And I said, and it'll just kill me if I just not funny in front of Larry David. I can't.
Yeah.
So please don't put me through that. I said, I'm just going to be a fan of the show. She's like, okay, all right. And then she said, hey, we're shooting around the corner, from you. So why don't you come over to this car dealership because we're shooting here. And Larry just wants to say hi. I said, oh, I get to meet him? She said, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I walk in, and there's a Larry, and Larry goes, hey, Wanda, I know that tush anywhere. And I was like, what the fuck did you just say? And I said, why would you say that? And we just got into it. He goes, you got the job. I'm like, what? Like she tricked me.
Did he say
into
we were
auditioning.
rolling? Hey, by the way, we were rolling. What is so funny, that's hilarious, but also when you hang with Larry, you're in the show. He is that guy.
Yeah.
And you can be with him just hanging out at a party and he'll come in with a plate of food and you're talking to people and you're like, don't you kind of hate it when people interrupt you with a plate of food and you're like, you're doing a bit. You're doing a bit. And he's like, no, I'm just saying. You're like, there's no camera here.
Right.
But it's delightful because you get to be, if you're in his life, you're on that show in some way.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how it feels like. But you were just perfect.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but I don't like being around him though. Honestly,
Wanda, nobody does.
So it's right.
Nobody does.
He likes making you feel uncomfortable. And I like at lunch, I'm walking in and I see him coming, and I'm like, oh shit, and I don't want to sit with him. I don't want to eat with Larry.
He always has to eat alone.
I don't want to eat with him. I go sit over with the grips. I'm like, I'm not. No.
Love that.
No, we should make it clear. No one wants to hang out with him.
Okay, all right.
He's always alone.
Okay.
He's always alone.
All right. Cool.
Because I think he loves to be annoying. He just loves to. I mean, he loves that, hitting that frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so good at it.
He's the best. The best at it.
I want to talk about your personal life for a second because I find it interesting. I know you talked somewhere about how you thought coming out was important. It helped you get up in front of people and you felt like be more honest, or before you had been holding back a little bit. Is that the case?
Yeah. Yeah. Before, I knew that I had this, secret or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I had to have somewhat of a, protection of, and it's just sitting there in the back of your brain, so it's like, I don't want to push too much because somebody might yell out, you're a lesbian, or, hey, you're gay. So it's like, okay, let me just at arm's distance, let me, protect myself. But once I came out, it was like windows down, roof back, let's go. So I just felt, just liberated that there was nothing that I had to hide.
Yeah, it's like you were carrying something, you put it down.
Yeah.
Or it's like a version of the funny hat or the sweater.
Right.
It's just like, no, this is me. Mm-hmm. And
there's nothing you can say now to, that would, hurt me or whatever.
People shout that at me a lot.
A lot?
Oh.
You're a lesbian?
You're a lesbian.
It's usually just Sona.
It's usually Sona. Sona follows me in the clubs.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have gotten the tattoo.
And I know I've met your wife. She's French.
Yes, she is.
And is there a culture clash there? Because with the French, just like your wife, she's from this very different situation. How does it manifest itself in your relationship?
Everything. I mean, even from food alone. It's, there's no snacking. So, snacks.
They don't do that.
I gotta sneak get my snacks. I would go out in the car, eat a couple of potato chips. And I come in the house, she was like, is that, I smell, is that chips?
Is she smoking? I'm sorry, I saw you did.
She doesn't smoke, it's just how I see her.
I see her.
That's how I see her.
She has an invisible space cigarette, yeah. That is fantastic.
But it's the 3 meals, but they're great meals, because it comes with wine and champagne, and there's a little pre-meal before, pre-snack before the meal.
Maybe if you had wine with your potato chip, she should be okay with it.
We've done that.
You're there
champagne.
With your Pringles.
She's like, time for the apero, and there's a little some pistachios, maybe a little saucisson and some champagne. I said, I can get down with this. This is now we talking, and then you have your lunch, and then you get to do that again for dinner. You get to have a little pre-game for the dinner.
They know a thing or two in France about how to live.
Yeah. It's
that we haven't figured out.
Right. We were in Mexico and she wanted to buy these bowls. And she was, just, going back and forth with the guy. She also speaks Spanish. So she was going back and forth with the guy, and, both guy was like 700, and she was like, no, 4. And the guy was like, all right, 4. So, and I heard that he asked her where she was from. She said, oh, Belgium, right? So, like, she said she's from Belgium. So we get outside, and I'm like, why'd you tell that man you're from Belgium? She's like, well, I didn't want the French to look bad. I didn't want to think badly of the French. I'm like, that's the kind of shit French people do, That's exactly what French people would do. I'm not going to take responsibility for that. No.
Now you've got teenagers, twin teenagers. Mm-hmm. Do they think you're funny? Will they give it up? My kids are very wary of giving it up for me. Yeah. And I get it. Yeah. They're like, they're very happy to put me down. Mm-hmm. And rightfully so.
They do it. Yeah. They love doing it. Olivia was like about 2 years ago. Mother's Day. She gave me a pet rock.
I haven't heard of those. I think those were big in like 1976. The pet rock. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could decorate it. You could put like the googly eyes on it and little crazy hair on it. And she's like, "Isn't that great?" I was like, my mother would have thrown this at me, and I'd given her
a rock.
A rock. I said, "You are a very blessed little girl right now." But she thought it was funny. But to do that. So it's that type of thing where they know what I do and they know that people know me. So to them, they feel like it's their job just to bring you down a little bit, just to chop you down a little bit. So I get it. They did come to a show this summer. I did a little European tour, and they came to the show in Paris. And they were the first two backstage, and they were like, "Oh, Mom, that was so cool. That was great.
Oh, good.
Wow, so they enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
But Mom at home, no, I'm not funny. They don't give it up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better that way.
I think so too.
Wouldn't it be creepy if they're like, "You're just so funny"?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
No,
it would
not.
be. Yeah. It was so funny. Lucas went through a little phase when he was like maybe 10. Because we're out in the streets, and some people, like, "Hey, Wanda, Wanda Sykes, what's up?" And they would go, Why are people yelling? I said, I don't know. They just, maybe that's somebody I went to school with or whatever. I would try to downplay it. Lucas went through this phase for like 3 months. Whenever I walked in the house, he would go, "Wanda Sykes!" I was
like, "Get it up!"
Yeah.
Make some noise.
He just said that's how people do it. So he's like, "Wanda Sykes."
That would be creepy.
Yeah.
That would. Yeah. Let's talk about the movie, because this is. I was saying your stand-up is feels like that's your lifeblood, but you're a good actor. You are a very good actor. And this opportunity to do this film, how did it come about? Undercard.
Tamika Miller, the director and co-writer of the script, she reached out to me and she's like, "Look, I have this project. It's for you. I wrote it with you in mind. I would love to send you the materials." I'm like, "Okay, all right." And I read the script and looked at the materials. I was like, "Oh." And I said, "This is good." And so I called her. I said, "So Queen Latifah said no, right?" And she's like, "No, I'm telling you, I had you in mind for this." So I was like, I don't know if I can pull it off. I said, "I've never done a drama." And she's like, "Believe me, I think, just trust me, you can do this." And, we met and kind of like went through the script. And I was like, okay. And, she just had so much faith that I could do it. I'm like, well, I'm going to prove her wrong,
Really? You have faith in me, huh? Well, watch this.
I'll show you.
Yeah, but you do a very good job, and your character, whose name is No Mercy, that's her nickname.
Yeah.
You have this world weariness that seems real. Like you're dealing with a lot. Your character is dealing with a lot, and you're getting evicted, and you're going through some intense stuff, and you're going through intense stuff with your son, and you aren't putting any comedy air quotes around it at all. Do you know what I mean? Which I think that's another scary thing to do.
Right.
But you did it really well.
Thank you.
I don't know, what is it like for you to sit and watch yourself in this situation where you are so not going for laughs? Did that feel scary at all to you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I know, like after a take, she would say, okay. And I was like, you sure? She's like, yeah, I got it. And I'm like, yeah, but what, is there something else that you need? She's like, Wanda, I got it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
But for me to go back and watch, I couldn't go watch the takes. And I'm glad she didn't say, you want to see it? So I didn't see it until it was completed. And then my notes, a lot of my notes were more about, we were just, the story, moving the story along. Yeah.
It's so interesting because you go along in a situation where you know when something's working because you hear this very specific sound, but then you're in a situation where that is not the goal anymore. I mean, in the limited experience I've had, you're like doing any kind of acting, it's been, well, where's the laugh? And you're like, there isn't one, you moron.
Yeah.
You moron.
Yeah.
There's no, and you really need to shed all of that, put it away, because that is not the point of what we're doing anymore.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with that world. And so that's always a new level of terror, because especially when you're trying these things, and you're not 25 and you're like, okay, I've done some stand-up and now I'm going to try this. It's just a whole, you've been relying on a certain rhythm for a really long time, and now it's this. It's I don't know, I found it terrifying anytime I've had to be in that kind of situation.
Yeah, it is. But I knew I couldn't do it. I was like, Wanda, you cannot like do the wink at the camera. You cannot.
Just one.
You can't, you just, you have to lock in.
Yeah.
It's the only way
Yeah.
this thing is going to work. And the crew, everyone who worked on that film, you could see them like rooting for me.
No, that's nice.
The cast, everyone, after that first day, they was like, oh, this bitch can act. Okay, come on, y'all, let's move faster. Hey, come on. She ain't bullshit. Come on, everybody,
Yeah.
come on. Everyone just like, oh, shit, all right. We might have something here. Let's go. Yeah.
So are you interested in doing more? That's always the question you'll be getting a lot, is the acting, the just film acting, doing this kind of.
It's going to be project by project based on that. I'm not looking for another dramatic role. I like making people laugh. I want to, yes, comedy is that's my love. So that's what I'm looking for next.
Wanda, congrats. You're getting great reviews. Undercard is in theaters now, and I want you to come back soon because I love talking to you. You're hilarious, and I know you to be a really great person. So it's always a delight to hang with you.
Thank you, Conan.
And I hope now you're no longer indifferent.
Well, I love you, but we'll see.
All right, now, David, you very kindly last night drove me out to Covina.
Yeah.
I'm trying out some material, and I went to the Chatterbox, which is a terrific comedy club that Laurie Kilmartin told me about out in Covina. And so you said, hey, I'll give you a lift very kindly. And you and I were driving, and I tried to play my tunes through your car.
Yeah, you said you wanted to be the DJ.
I wanted to be the DJ, and you said, well, just use my phone because it's already hooked up.
Yeah.
So I got a brief glimpse.
It was the biggest regret of my life.
I got a brief glimpse, because I see all of my, I have my DJ list.
Yeah.
And it's all rockabilly songs and then The Clash. And then, it's just this, it's all this different stuff from the 90s, but it's pretty fast rock and, sort of jet fueled rock and roll. Percussive, and then you said, just use my phone, and you hand me your phone.
Why I did this, I don't know.
And I could see your Spotify.
Yeah.
And what did I see? The first thing I saw.
First thing, I hand him the phone, and I just hear, oh my God.
Oh, no.
What was the very first thing?
It was a Hilary Duff playlist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I recently went to the Pantages to see The Notebook, the musical. So I was listening
The very first thing I saw was The Notebook, and then like 7 songs from The Notebook.
Yeah.
And then
it's a great soundtrack.
It is. It is a great soundtrack.
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay.
What is that? What are the songs? Like, is Notebook a song?
No.
Notebook. I fill you with my thoughts. You're a notebook. Nixon was a crook. You were a notebook. Okay, so what?
It's based on the movie. It's not a musical about a notebook. It's based on the
they
movie.
missed an opportunity.
It's a beautiful
in my
musical.
opinion.
It's like
about
picture if you and
time.
Ryan Reynolds were singing in that bit you did with him for The Notebook.
Where I made out with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, that was first thing I saw. Then there's a lot of Hilary Duff, who I think is lovely. I love Hilary Duff. Who
She's
doesn't?
The best.
Yeah.
And then I start flipping through. You just had
Oh, well, I'm going to see the Backstreet Boys next week, so I had them on there too.
All right.
it was fascinating. A quick glimpse into how we're different.
A
That's
little
all.
bit. Just a little different.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit different. A little bit. And no, I wasn't. I don't judge. I'm not a judge.
Oh, you're not judging.
Who are you talking to? I'm sorry. Let's take a poll. Who thinks Conan judges?
I am not a guy who judges.
No.
I don't see how we're different. I only see how we're the same.
Oh my, who is this guy?
This is the guy I wish I was. Is it the guy I am?
I don't judge.
No, it's not.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, I was. How long? I mean, what else would I have found if we had gone through? Seriously, let's talk about what else I would have found if I'd kept scrolling.
Oh God. Well, you would have found some audiobooks. I'm listening to one called "You'll Never Know." I think you'd like
What's that about?
It's like a murder mystery kidnapping book.
Okay,
it's really good.
Okay.
You would have found some any music that a
like a Carrie
15-year-old girl
Underwood.
listens to.
Yeah.
Some Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
So I get the most excited text from you the other night because you got last-minute tickets to go see Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
And you lost your mind.
It was,
which was very sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
Dare I say it was the greatest night of my life.
But you've seen me perform.
Oh,
dare I say it was the greatest night of my life.
That's quite a dare you just
took. It was
took.
in the same venue I've seen you perform at the Wiltern.
Oh, it was she did a show at the Wiltern.
Yeah.
So you said you saw her and that it was transcendent.
It was like the crowd was incredible. She was amazing. She did all the throwbacks and some new ones from the unreleased album that you guys are all excited for.
Well, we should get her in here. I act like I could just summon her. No, this isn't one of those things where that's so sad. David just looked like I've arranged to have her here. David, who do you think I am?
Aren't you like the Oprah of comedy?
No, I'm really not.
No.
That's so funny. You looked for a second like, oh my God. Well, David, guess what? We have a surprise for you.
Oh my God.
I can have a publicist try to get her on the podcast and she'll probably say no.
Oh.
No, love to have her here, but she was a big part of your growing up.
Everything, yeah. All her music, movies.
What was the show she was on?
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie
Then
McGuire.
they were supposed to bring it back, and then it didn't happen. We're all devastated.
Oh.
The Lizzie McGuire movie, a classic.
Okay.
Right.
She
Guessing
was
you've
also
seen
in
all
Agent
these.
Cody Banks.
Agent Cody Banks, which
And then
you've watched.
How do you know Agent Cody Banks? How did you know that?
I was a big investor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Put everything I had into it.
Oh.
Did okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I know that. I just remembered her being in that movie.
We were traveling somewhere and it was on
Oh, I think I watched it. It's one of those movies where I watched some of it over someone's shoulder on a plane without sound.
So creepy.
Conan!
So creepy.
That's a weird thing to say.
Were they like in their
Everyone does that.
to just look
Everybody
at someone?
watches. You're on an airplane flight, and someone usually on the other aisle, like 1 or 2 rows up, is watching a movie, and you're too lazy, that being me, to like, I'm supposed to go find which movie I'm going to watch. But I just start looking over someone's shoulder, and they're usually about a third of the way in, and I just start watching it without sound and trying to figure out what's going on. No one else has done this here? I've done it. Eduardo, have you done it?
I don't.
I've definitely peeked to see
I
what
peeked
people are
over,
watching.
but I'm not like full on watching it.
No, I'll kind of watch it because you kind of try and figure out what's going on, and okay, I see. Cody's got to get his way out of that volcano. Oh, look, there's Hilary Duff. She must be the love interest.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just watch those things. I've watched many movies like that.
It's also way better than what happened to you on a plane where someone was watching you and saw you
I've
on
had
the
that.
plane.
I've had that experience where someone was watching a monologue of mine and looking over, and if the joke was good, they would turn and give me a thumbs up. I can't hear it because they've got their headphones on.
Oh God!
And they were watching my monologue, and this is a bunch of years ago, and they were watching. It was when they have it's TV.
Yes.
So they're watching the show that was dropping right then that I had taped a few hours before. And this person they would turn around, and I can just see me making stupid gestures and looking like a fool. And then you can tell my rhythm, and then I hit the punchline, and the person turned to me on the first one and gave me a thumbs up. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. And then I saw them. I was trying to rack my brain because just a few hours later, what was the second joke? Was the second joke any good? And then I kind of had a bad feeling, and I can see, I know my timing, and I see that I finished that joke, and the person turns to me and did the gesture. And I'm like, are we going to do this the whole flight? Good one, not so good one. Anyway, so I had that experience, but I really do like watching someone else's movie and trying to figure it out.
My last flight, Sona will get this. I was watching Heated Rivalry, but I'm on a flight, so I sat with my phone like this, covering everything.
Blanket over you, and
wait,
no pants
so you're
on.
basically watching? Is it porn?
It's not porn.
Well,
Stop
don't help
taking
me, help
away
me.
from the show.
I'm not trying
it's
to.
tender and it's sweet.
Yeah,
no, but
it's
there's
also
nudity.
The first two episodes,
are like
nudity.
real fun. There's butts. Well, we talked about.
Yeah, we
this.
talked about that, and I think everyone's talking about Heated Rivalry now. They don't need any help from us anymore. I think we got them safely launched.
Yeah, you did it all.
Well,
But
we
it
did in a
isn't
way.
a movie you can comfortably watch, or a show you can comfortably watch on an airplane.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me with I'm watching the show Industry, which I love right now, and and it's kind of all going fine. It's about finance, but sometimes there's some sex scenes, and there is all of a sudden a reveal where she's wearing a huge strap on, and I like jumped forward in my seat to block, but the people next to me saw what I was watching, and that was horribly
Well, they probably just thought, suspicions confirmed.
Yeah, but
El Creepo in seat 7D.
It's way better than the time where The Dark Knight Rises had just come out, and it was that time where it was on planes, but you couldn't watch it anywhere else. It was out of the theaters, but wasn't on streaming. And I spent, I'm not kidding, probably an hour and a half just watching the Bane scenes, because it's just over and over. And then I realized what I was doing, and I looked over, and the woman next to me was horrified, like trying not to look at me, and I realized, oh yeah, I've just been watching Bane for an hour and a half.
Why were you just watching the
He's
Bane
cool,
scene?
man. Bane's cool.
Wait,
come on.
what?
You would
Bane's
just
cool.
finish it and then just rewind to that.
Well, yeah, because
You just
exactly.
forwarded
I
to
was
Bane
molded in the
scenes?
dark. What?
You just forwarded to the scenes with Bane?
Yeah, those are cool scenes. Bane's cool. Come on, guys. I'm not the only guy who thinks Bane's cool in here.
Not at all.
All right, well, I think we're out of time. The rap plate is on.
Let that linger. That
quiet.
is weird.
Rap line came up. Okay, so
Wow, I completely derailed that.
no, that's
We
okay.
can cut that. I'm sorry.
No,
You had
I thought we were all
we
sharing.
can't cut that.
I thought we were all
We can't
sharing
ever cut
scenes.
that.
I thought
It's
we were
just
sharing
weird. Like,
stuff of us on planes.
When I rewatch Heated Rivalry, I forward to the sex scenes. Like a normal person. But like I just didn't know people forwarded it to like all Bane scenes in the Dark Knight
Not
Rises.
everybody. Blay. All right. Listen, I'm proud of everyone here. I don't even know why I said that. This is just a segment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no fun thing at the end where I go, our next guest.
No, you just say bye.
I so don't know what happens on this thing
That's
anymore.
okay.
It's okay.
Listen,
We'll help you.
You're doing your best.
You know what? You should be proud of your set list of music.
Thank
you. You know what I mean? It's yours. It means something to you. It means nothing to me.
No.
And I judge you for it negatively.
You're welcome for driving you to Covina last night.
It's just literally a few streets away from my home. Peace out, Tupac.